Oh boy, the news just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. Well, apparently, Sony imposed its most strict social media guidelines ever for its employees because they knew that this whole physical media, physical disc backlash was going to be huge. But somehow I think they didn't know it was going to go this long, and it's still going. Let's check this out and see what Alana Pierce has to say, I believe. So it says here, Sony imposed the strictest ever social media guidelines on staff due to PS5 disc debacle. Quote, they knew everyone would be pissed off. So, according to ex-Santa Monica studio employee Alana Pierce, Sony has imposed the strictest social media guidelines ever on its employees due to PS5's disc debacle. While Alana Pierce explains that the platform holder regularly enforces these kinds of policies around the new game announcements, she also stresses that these are some of the most forceful guidelines the company has ever implemented. They predicted the backlash. And it says here, quote, Sony already knew everyone would be pissed off. They knew this. People working within PlayStation first-party studios told me Sony had the strictest social media guidelines for this particular thing they've ever issued. Sony does somewhat regularly tell employees that what they can and can't say about certain things. I was under a lot of guidelines while I was working on God of War Lao Fei. I still am. And they did send me guidelines regarding what I could say on the day the game was announced. But in this instance, it's apparently the strictest the employees I spoke to have ever seen regarding public communications. They would only have done this if they knew it was going to be an enormous PR issue. That rhymed, don't hate to play the game. Bars! Album dropping next week. This is no surprise to them. Like Pierce points out, this does suggest it is an anticipated robust backlash, although I do wonder whether it was expected to go on this long. That's why I said all of this, the platform holders' social media accounts continue to get peppered with community notes and comments day after day after day after day. And there's no real sign of this dying down, to be honest. I'm not particularly surprised to see Sony clamp down on its staff because one errant comment from any one of its staff could end up escalating the whole thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, anybody get fired, they're going to be talking. However, it's frustrating to learn the company intends to deal with all this by staying silent. I've long argued it needs to be communicated with us better. The ex-IGN writer also goes on to explain why she believes it's unlikely that Sony will back down, pointing out that its disc manufacturing facility in Austria is already being repurposed. Yeah, well, we already know about that. That doesn't mean they won't back down. They got a lot of money. They can continue manufacturing. It's a good video. So I'll check out her video when I get a chance. But damn. Man. So what do you people think, huh? What's going on here? They knew it was going to be big. And if they clamped down on them like that, they knew it was going to be huge. But I bet you they didn't bet on it going this long. They're going to have to say something sooner or later because everybody is on it like it's their job. If people don't have a job, it's their full-time job to let Sony know on every video how they feel. That's how people are doing it. And if they have a full-time job, it's their part-time job when they get home to let Sony know how they feel about what they did. And if it ain't their part-time job, it's now their hobby. They do it from time to time. They let them know. Post comments down below. Let me know what you think about the situation. And if you enjoyed my thoughts and commentary, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share with a friend. 10 million subscribers. Woo!